Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Between Jack's Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jack and later still Lake Jackson. This was coming from my little galley kitchen at my new place, so we're still trying to figure out the lighting. Still hold with us, I know. It doesn't make the food taste any different, it just looks different on the thing, so I apologize. This one, I don't like the recipe things that get all long-winded, but this I got from Shephard, the writer, the guy that, Christmas Story, Fistful of Fig Newtons, bunch of books, that kind of stuff. He has a radio show. They've been putting it on YouTube, and it's from like the 60s, the 70s, right? He did it like every week in New York that whole time, and he talked about a pasta recipe. That's where I got that. So 3 ingredients. I'm going to add a 4th just because, but this is going to be so great. Let's just get into it, man. Links down the doobly-doo for our merch. We got all kind of stuff. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube-y stuff. Less chat for me. Pour into the recipe. All right, this is very simple. It's usually just 3 basic things: butter, lobster, and pasta. I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic in here just because I can, but that's it. We might need a little water for the pasta, but yeah, if you want to throw anything else in there, feel free, but this is basic 3 stuff. So I'm going to put about half a pot of water, crank up the heat, put it at about 7 or 8 so it gets nice and hot quick. And then we're going to get in here. Now this garlic, I was going to kind of pad out the time here and show you how to do this. Now I'm going to break off a handful of cloves here, but it is absolutely up to you and your ancestors when they reach out and tell you to stop. All right. Now this is relatively fresh, so the skin is really on here. So you can take your time and individually unwrap each one. You can smash it and lose all your oils and stuff, or I'm going to show you a trick on how to do it. Like, see how long this takes? This is even sped up, man. So get you a jar with a lid. We've gone over this before, but sometimes it needs reiterating. Throw the whole damn bunch of garlic in there, right? Just take it in there, put the lid, and then just shake the bejeebles out of it. Just shake it like it's got the devil in it, and you're trying to get it out of it. Like, just shake it. It'll be rattling. It'll make a bunch of noise. Your neighbors will probably wonder what you're doing over there, and if they look through the video, it looks like you're murdering something short. But you pull the lid off after about 20 seconds of rattling, and boom, that skin comes off. Easy. Nice and easy. Great kitchen hack. Get you a nice sharp knife. Doesn't have to be huge. Usually I tell you curve your fingers in. I just keep your fingers out of the underneath the blade. That's the best I can tell you. I'm just going to give it a chop one way or the other. Going to do that with all our garlic and set it to the side. If you want it a little smaller, that's fine. I don't mind the big chunks in mine. And when you cook it, it'll melt it down a little bit more too. So don't stress it too much. Now, when it comes to pasta, they'll tell you to use this joint of your finger and that joint of your finger, and that much of the pasta for each person that's eating. I don't trust that. And they'll tell you to get you a pasta tool here, your pasta fork, and whatever fits in that little hole in the circle. I don't know. That's trusting the manufacturers, really. So, basically, I just get a handful of it for each person, right? Get it in here, and it about fits that same joint to joint in your finger, from your pointer finger to your thumb. But it looks like it's all right. Now, remember, it's going to get bigger, so don't be cooking a whole damn thing. I'm going to try to put in enough in here for 2. I mean, I live alone and I'm single, but it's wishful thinking. I'm sad. But I'm just going to, it was about 3/4 of the package of the pasta. Shout out to my buddy Scott, where I got this from. So when you put it over the side, be very careful. If you got a gas oven, it can catch fire on the side if your fire's too hot. So please be careful of that. And do not break the pasta. What is wrong with people doing that? So get you a skillet, put it about 5 to 6 out of 9. And we're going to use half a stick, which is the 4 of the, here, let me show you. You kind of see it on there. It's tablespoons on the side, just 4. It's half a stick. If you don't have sticks, it's 4 tablespoons. Sorry. It melts faster if you cut it down. Don't have to. We're spending a lot of time with this one, so we're not going to put the oil up too high because we don't want the butter to scorch. So you want to put it at like 4 to 5 out of 9 on mine. So that's less than half. Medium, low. Okay. Be sure to just keep nudging your pasta. Don't push too hard, it'll break. But just every now and then, just reach over and nudge it back into the water. You're good to go. Now, this is the perfect time to realize that your stove isn't quite level. If you put butter on one side and it slowly drifts to the other side, it's uneven. So the things aren't going to cook very regularly. So once that butter starts to melt, go ahead and throw in your garlic. It doesn't have to be sizzling, popping, or any of that kind of stuff. It is. Your fire's too hot. Just go ahead and put that garlic in there. I'm using a slotted wooden spoon, mostly just because I wanted to use the wooden one so the ancestors wouldn't come and get me. But my other one was dirty. So just give it in here, give it a nice stir, let that melt, that start to melt a little bit. Be sure to check your pasta. Now I get to use this big pasta thing. It basically justifies the whole use of having it and having it block the drawer every time I try to get it. So let that come to a boil. You're going to get it in there. Now, when you want to check this, it's been in here about 4 minutes, and that's what they're going to call al dente, which means it translates to "you monster," because the middle is still dry. It is still uncooked. Some people like that just because they want to say al dente and sound fancy, but it's gross. Put it in there. So this is that imitation lobster. It's made out of fish with bits of lobster in it. So this is already pre-cooked. So basically, we're cooking the garlic, and we're going to let the rest of this just warm up, okay? Get it in here. It sticks together really well, so just kind of pull it apart. Bloop, 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 and we're going to heat that up. It's not going to brown that. It's going to start to brown the garlic first. So the lobster meat and stuff in there, be sure to pull it apart. We'll cook while it's in there, but it's not going to brown as fast as the garlic. So that's what we're going to be judging it on. Your pasta, we're going to let it boil for about 8 minutes is my judge. That's well cooked on mine. I don't want the water running out of it, but I'm going to let that keep running. Now I'm going to end up changing the burners here. If you notice, I got a small burner and a big one. I'm going to turn the small burner off and let that pasta just sit there and cool in the water, and then use that bigger spot in the back to cook a little faster. Every now and then, give your little pasta a little spool through there with your pasta weapon. What the hell is that thing called? It's got to have a proper name. It's like pasta spoon, pasta fork, whatever the hell. But it's a pasta claw. That's what I'm calling it from now on. That is my pasta claw, the claw for pasta. Now you see how fast this is cooking now that it's got under that proper heat. So just give it a little stir every now and then so it just doesn't stick on the bottom or any of that kind of stuff. But you should have enough butter. That's like Paula Deen levels of butter to keep her from doing that, because we're going to use the butter as our sauce. All right, so we're just going to get it in there and just keep an eye on that. Okay. Make sure to still pop those pieces apart as they're still stuck together from that packaging. Get a nice big stir on it, which is nice. But just give it a little stir, not the entire time. We're not stir frying it. You just want to make sure it's all coated and all heated evenly, okay? Get you a strainer. If you don't have a strainer, just drain the water out. Just try not to pour a lot of it down the sink, right? And then once you get the water out, we're going to come back and we have our pasta without water and just going to put it right in a skillet with the rest of it. Now, at this time, you want to turn the heat down to like a simmer. Give this a nice turn, a nice toss. Let it get in there, get that butter and the lobster all over the rest of it, and the garlic as well. Again, just go ahead and get where's my lobster claw? Oh, my lobster claw. Or the pasta claw, lobster claw. The heck is a lobster claw? So get in there and you get, there it is. There's that pasta claw. Give that a nice toss in there. Make sure it gets the butter and stuff on it. Now, after that, that's it. Pull it off the heat. Make sure everything's off. Make sure nothing tries to escape. And it sticks on that kind of stuff. So take it in there. Give it a little bit of a stir, turn off the heat, and you're set. Now, you can add a little bit of salt, pepper. I don't like cooking with salt at all. With the butter and stuff, it is already unhealthy enough. I can hear my doctor screaming at me from the distance. But a little bit of Parmesan, that's fine. Pepper is great. Just a little bit of cracked black pepper, especially if it's fresh, can do wonders for this. But just the lobster, garlic, butter, and pasta have enough flavor to just last out anybody. This is very simple. This is just a simple Tuesday evening meal for anybody. But again, I heard this on a radio show and wanted to try it out. So let me know if you try it out. Let me know if I did it wrong, if I need to correct it, whatever. But this one's great. Super simple. I need to start listening to old radio shows more often to get more ideas. And there you have it, folks. Fast, easy pasta recipe from a writing great. I never do this because my father gives me a hard time because he wants me to see me eat it, but I have to edit it, and I don't like the sound of me eating. But that's good stuff. You try this, you do it differently, let us know. The original recipe, he said use clams, and then later he said use lobster. I use the imitation lobster because under $10, right? But if you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let me know. We will revisit it. We want to revisit with the clams, or you got a little different something, or if I'm cooking the pasta wrong because I don't put oil or salt in the water, let me have it. Hear about it. I will see you guys next time. Be sure to follow us here on all the socials, Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon, run all those at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also follow me, Osway Nerdy, on all those, including TikTok, which I usually do these live when I'm recording. So you guys are over here. I was running a little behind today, so I didn't get to do the live, but try this out. Let me know how it goes, and I will see y'all next time. Man, it'll be good. Get some of that lobster in there. Oh. Good stuff.